President William Ruto has emphasized the government's dedication to ensuring that all students, regardless of their financial status, have access to higher education. He reassured the public that the government is committed to creating an inclusion educational system where every student has the opportunity to pursue higher education without being hindered by financial limitations. Our reporter, Faith Nyongesa, now reports.
Following the increased complaint from a section of students due to university funding crisis, President William Ruto has reaffirmed his administration commitment to ensure that all students, regardless of their financial circumstances, can access higher education in Kenya. Speaking during the final day of his 3-day tour of the Gusii region, he addressed growing concern from students who have faced barriers in securing loans and meeting the financial demands of university admissions. He further emphasized the government dedication to the education sector, highlighting the recent allocation of 82 billion shillings from 42 billion shillings.
The money available for funding for our higher education, we have increased the money from 45 billion to 82 billion. The letters that were issued by our universities were misleading because they were talking about the cost of the courses. We want letters to be released, those that were released earlier to be withdrawn and proper letters issued. We want to make sure that every child in Kenya has access to education. And I want to assure parents that we will make sure that no child in Kenya remains out of higher education because of the ability of their parent. We will make sure every child has an opportunity to acquire higher education knowledge in our universities and in our TVETs.
However, despite the government's effort, there remains a significant shortfall. The Ministry of Education has requested 130 billion shillings for the current financial year, leaving a gap of 48 billion shillings that has yet to be addressed. With the recent parliamentary report revealing the funding deficit, the government commitment is put to the test. According to the report, out of the required 13 billion shillings, only 4.3 billion has been made available, leaving 73,793 new university students without funding. For continuing students, 2.27 billion shillings is needed, but only 574.8 billion has been provided. This shortfall means that 61,052 students will miss out on funding during the 2024-2025 financial year. While the president has assured students of continued support, the question remains whether the allocated funds will be sufficient to meet the needs of all eligible students. Reporting for Tandao News Outlook at 1, I'm Faith Nyongesa.